How you doing, YouTube? Matt from Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. A little bit of Nevada-born, hopeful goodness, in the form of Revision Brewing. It is their Distance Haze, a Northeast style dipper. I'm gonna get those dippers, double IPA. Yeah, I've only had one beer from Revision before, and that was their Disco Ninja. It was sent to me. I reviewed it. I thought it was meh. You know, it was kind of meh. So hopefully this one's a little bit different. Comes courtesy of Pat out Vegas way. Thank you very much, brother. Appreciative of it. Can't wait to dive into it. Let's do that shit. As far as what it says in here, Revision Brewing, Distance Haze, Northeast style double IPA, 8% alcohol by volume. There's a big thing about doing the whole walk through the shadow of Valley of Death thing. I'm not going to read because I think it's cheesy. And it's a ladder going to the sky like a stairway to heaven. I like the colors, but looking at it more, I actually liked it more when I unwrapped it, but looking at it more, I don't know, it's a little cheesy. So let's give it a pour. So they're going for the whole big hazy New England style double IPA jam, and they are succeeding at that. You have an index finger just off Whitehead, infinite creaminess, sleep on it, motherfucker. Super tight, compact bubbles, and rich golden haze. It's not as kind of like that milky cataracty edge thing that you typically get on some of these kind of homegrown Northeastern style IPAs. It's just a little more just kind of soft golden color throughout. See if I'm going to nose on her. There's a big green component to it, big weed pulling green component to it. It's like icky, sticky weed pulling with a little bit of tomato saltiness. That's how the green's coming off. Yeah, there's melon. There's tropical fruit melon vibes underneath everything. A little bit of citrus, but that green portion of the show is the biggest component there. That's leading the way. I'm not getting a big bump of sweetness off of it, but yeah. Let's just dive in. Cheers. Oh, that's not too bad. Big, huge pop of that greeny, icky, sticky, kind of tomato stocky, dank weediness, followed by a nice kind of melon, kind of cantaloupe, honeydew, little bit of melon medley, if you will, followed by that citrus. It's tropical fruit leaning with a heavy dose of citrus. I mean, this is kind of redundant when it comes to a lot of these hazies. But that's what's going on here. A nice sweetness to it. That citrus comes off a little bit Sunny D-like, adds a little bit of extra sweetness to it. That bittering is sharp and pinpoint. It's not as fat and flabby as dusty. Like it's almost like a powder. It's a bit more sharper. That's where I'm getting that kind of a tomato stocky thing from. A little bit thin. You'd want a little bit more kind of density and heft to the beer to kind of make it a little bit more kind of fuller. But all in all, I think it's a pretty tasty beer. I mean, 8%, so it's a little bit bigger. It's a little bit up there. It drinks in a perfect world. I get this flavor profile from something a little bit smaller, about like 7% or so. Maybe even 6.5%, but it's quite nice. That bittering kind of lingers in the back and gives you a little bit of kind of like a bittering kind of hot, burny, astringency thing, but it's not overtly bad. But I think every sip it gets a little bit bigger, so we'll see where that goes in the long run. But overall, I think it's a markedly better beer than the one I had before, that Disco Ninja. Again, I don't know if there is a date on here. This is only about a week and a half, or 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Holy shit, it's the middle of August already. 3 weeks old. So, you know, it's relatively fresh beer, probably just getting in the wheelhouse, and pretty damn tasty stuff. Be perfectly honest with you. So let's talk about it. Is it one of the better double IPAs I've had as of late? It's worthy of being in the conversation. It's not up there. I've had some killer ones as of late, but this one is, well, worthy of being in the discussion, not at the upper echelon. It's that mouthfeel. It's that little bit of thinness kind of keeps it out of that. Value and availability, I don't know. Maybe Pat can chime in on that and leave you with, if you like what we like this. If you like big, hazy, New England style double IPAs, this is going to foot the bill, especially if you live out west and you can't get the authentic stuff, or if you're not close enough to the West Coast where you get those kind of West Coast hazies. This is definitely going to do you proper. So there you go. Another review in the books down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive if you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting stuff. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice big hazy beer right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.